Okay, now you mentioned your coach. So you've had four coaches, four different head coaches in 7 years.
Yeah.
Um, how's that?
It's just the nature of the business, man. It was weird for me because my very first year we had who's probably gonna be a Hall of Fame coach one day. We had Frank Vogel, and he was someone who had taken Indiana to two Eastern Conference Finals. And the year he was there, we had a little bit of a down year, but I was my first ever coach and one of my favorite coaches, and he instilled a lot of confidence in me from the jump. And then he was gone the very next summer. Then we had Nate McMillan, and we got to a couple playoff. We made a couple Game 7 playoff runs and whatnot, and he was gone. Then we had one coach for 1 year, Nate Bjorken from Toronto. He came down and coached with us, and he was gone. And then now we have another probably Hall of Fame coach as well, and Rick Carlisle. So for me personally, when Frank got fired, that was a little bit like a shock to me because I'm a rookie. I was like, damn, this is my coach. He's already gone. But then as a coach started getting fired, I was like, dang, this is just part of the business. One day I can be in Indiana, the next day I can be wherever. I can
Yeah.
be in Golden State, whatever it may be. But everybody is just looking for their next opportunity. This is just a stop in the road for a lot of people in a sense. And that's how I had to learn how to view it.
Well, do you think that it actually is helpful because now you get four different coaching styles, four different kind of ways to play the game, or is it more frustrating because it's like, hey, I just want to get in a rhythm so we can start building kind of a good vibe here, and as soon as you start to get in the rhythm, then it changes.
It's a combination of both. I think that one, like, another thing I learned early is that nobody in this business is your friend, right? People care about your ascension, people care about you to benefit their business, but as a person, like, they're not your parents. So I never formed like a emotional bond with any of my coaches or like that's my guy, that's my best friend. Like, no, we're business partners. And that's kind of how I was able to view it from like my third year on. And I learned that just like quickly. Um, but to go back to your original point, like it helped that I was able to see different coaching styles and, see different philosophies in a sense, different plays, different playbooks, different schemes. But stability is everything in this league when it comes to winning, in my opinion. Having a coach for a few years and getting a sense of who he is and how he likes to run things or what his style is at the end of games, you want that, especially in the playoff runs. You got to be able to have a good relationship with your coach. But when you have guys coming in and out, in and out, in and out, you never establish that that ground floor, that base of a relationship. So, I didn't necessarily just hate it, but it wasn't the most ideal for people with winning aspirations.
It's tough, I mean, change is always difficult, but that's good. It seems like you pivot well.
Absolutely, man, it's crazy. I've been me personally. I've been in trade rumors the past 4 years of my career, and you know,
Really?
yeah, and I'm just someone who just is a hot commodity. For what I do at my height, it's something that's highly touted in the league right now and highly sought after. I've led the league in blocks the past three out of the 4 years, but I'm also someone who can stretch the floor and shoot. Typically when it comes to big men, you get one or the other, one who plays offense or defense, and I'm able to do both. And I only have one more year left of my contract, and teams look at that. This team looks at that. And who knows where I might be. There's only 9 days left till the trade deadline's over, and you know, it is what it is. Wherever I end up, I end up. If it's still here in Indy, I'm a fight it out and be where I've been my entire career.